right, looks like we're live again. I'm back and better than ever. I was able to zoom my webcam in a little bit so that I'm closer to the crafting area. And I'm not able to zoom during the live because it's pretty much stuck on the setting that I have it on. But I was able to reposition things a little bit and just get a little bit closer. Hey, Heidi. Hello, Fatima. How are you all doing tonight? I'm excited because I have a webcam now and I'm able to go and do live again through my computer. So this is really a good thing because I've been missing the ability to do lives. So I'm excited that I can do this. And I know I'm looking a little crooked here, but I'm trying to get straightened up a little bit. Hey, Chrissy, how are you? I'm playing with the Brutus Monroe BIRTHSTONE AQUA pigments. I don't know if any of you purchased this set, but I love jewelry and I love bling. The aqua pigments for the birthstones were announced. I just jumped right in and I had to get them. So that's really exciting. So what I did earlier was I stamped some of the stamps from, this is an old Brutus Monroe set. It's called Diamonds, and it has several, let me go like this, it's several gemstone stamps. Sorry about the glare, everybody. And I also used a Stampleration set that is all about gemstones and sparkle. And basically, this is the entire set from Stamplerations. It's called, hold on a second. Hold on one second. I'll tell you what this one's called. This one is called Sparkly. And it has like some gems as well. So I stamped a variety of gems using both the Brutus Monroe and the Stampleration stamps. And I started over here with January, February, March, April, May, June, July. July is ruby. And I don't know if you can tell from the view that you're seeing this, but some of these have shine and shimmer to them. So this is diamond for April, and this is aquamarine for March. And those two have a lot of shimmer and shine to it. And this one over here for June has a little bit, but not as much as the March and the April. So we're ready to do August, and that's this beautiful light green. It's like a mint green. It's called Peridot, and it's just such a pretty color. So I'm just going to shake that up and put a little bit in my well. Let me see if I'm following the right order. January, February, March, April, May, June. So here we go. We're ready for July right here. And I'm only using a little bit, like a little drop, because it doesn't take much. And, you know, these are very small bottles, and I want them to last as long as possible. I'm using the smallest watercolor pencil that I have with the finest tip. Hi, Jessica. So we've got Jessica, Heidi, Fatima. Am I missing anybody? Did anybody else jump on? All right, we're ready to color in for August. So why don't we do this one for the Peridot? And let's see what that looks like. I'm not showing much color on my end. It looks pretty plain to me, but perhaps if I go in with another layer, it won't look like that. And like I said, my pen, my water brush is, you know, clean. It has not been used, and I cleaned it afterwards. So that color is not quite as dazzling. However, it does have a lot of sparkle to it. So I'm going to put it up closer to the camera so you can see it, and you'll see what I mean. It's it's supposed to be peridot, which peridot isn't a very highly colorful gem. I mean, it's a beautiful gem. I have peridot necklaces and earrings, but it's almost like that see-through green color. So that one, yeah, it shines when you tilt it a certain way. You could actually see the light green color. Okay, so that is August. Now let me get my paper towel and clean my brush. Hope you guys are having a great evening. Did anybody else purchase this? I did purchase the neon too. Yes. Earlier I had demonstrated that I purchased the neon too. I can't believe how quickly it arrived. But again, I live very close to Pittsburgh. So how about you all? Did any of you purchase the birthstone or the neon sets? Okay, I'm getting the sapphire now, the beautiful blue. This is going to be gorgeous. I just know it. A little bit goes a long way. And I'm really careful not to put a lot in because, I mean, I don't want any of this to go to waste. I think it's so pretty. Haven't had a chance to play with the neon yet, but I'm going to have a lot of fun with those. So I'm just coloring in the gem here and then give it another layer. This is a really pretty color. I like this sapphire. That's a nice blue. Well, I'll tell you what happened. I had some Brutus bucks saved up, and I've been saving them, just waiting for the right thing to come along that I knew that I had to have. And the birthstone aqua pigments, that was definitely a must for me. Because like I really like jewelry and gems, so I definitely was very interested in that. And like I said, about 6 months ago, I guess, or maybe 4 months ago, I had started making a card with little gems all around it, and I was coloring it in with Copics, representing the different birthstones. So this really spoke to me. All right, so now, whoa, now we're going to pink tourmaline. This is October. Oh, you lamp and the chalk couture goodies. I'm not familiar with chalk couture. I've seen it done with Ken Hess and his fiance on his channel, Sean and Ken, but I've not we don't have that many people here where I live that I'm going to color this heart in pink. This is the pink tourmaline for October. We don't have that many people around here that do chalk couture, so it's not a really big item yet here where I live. I'm sure it's going to grow, and it looks like a lot of fun. The fact that you can, you know, create a size and style that you want with materials that, you know, you allow you to pick the colors that you want. You could pick chalkboard background, right? You could pick any kind of background with chalk couture. That's another very light one, the pink. It's a very muted color, but it does have shine. Oh, so you signed up under Ken, Christy. Well, you live in Pennsylvania, right? Or do you live somewhere else? I was going to say, maybe you could do, thank you. Maybe you could do a class for us sometime if you live near here. I would definitely be interested in going to a class. I'm not sure how they do it with chalk couture. You're in Pennsylvania. I thought so. Okay, so now I'm going into citrine, which is the November color. And it's a really pearly, shiny, peachy gold. I guess that's what I would call it. So we're going to put that one. We'll put that one over here. And then our final color will be December, which is blue topaz. So this is a real pretty color. This is like champagne. I mean, it's just a beautiful color. I really like this one. I'm really digging this one. I could see using this for a lot of different applications. So I'll go a little bit closer so you can see it. And that's really nice. It's got a lot of shine to it. Okay. Again, this reminds me of champagne color. All right. And our final color will be for December, which is blue topaz. Okay, which one is your birthstone, Fatima? Is it November or December? And these aqua pigments are so much fun. I never watercolored before. It was not something that I was into, but when I got the aqua pigments, then I started to, and I really like them. I especially like making backgrounds with the aqua pigments. You can do rainbow, you can do all one color, like variation, or from light to dark ombre. I couldn't think of the word. My brain stops working after 9 o'clock at night. You could do an ombre background. This is so pretty. Okay, the November is yours. Yep. It's very nice. And this is the blue topaz for December. Okay, so let's see here. Pretty good to me. All right, so that's a panel that I have. So let's let that dry a minute. And then what I have here is another panel. Now this one isn't as asymmetrical. It's more, I don't know. It was the first one that I did. But what I did was I have this saying from Stamplerations. It says, "You are a gem." And I thought what I would do is color in the gems that are around here and then place this saying on the, oh yeah, that will look nice right there, I think. That way some of the gems are peeking through. I could use a variety of colors and use up the aqua pigments that I have left. All right, so I'm going to make sure that my pen is clean. My brush is clean. I'm going to go back into, well, I shouldn't have cleaned it if I'm going back into this. This is the blue topaz. This is the one that I was just using. I'm going to probably do the bold colors first and then go back in with the lighter colors. The only thing with these pens, I don't know how to get water up in the barrel. I guess I would just put them in the water and press on it, and then the water would fill up into the barrel. I have other ones that you can take apart and fill, but this one I'm afraid to take apart. I'm afraid that I would ruin the tip. Yeah, the garnet and the ruby are quite close in color, Heidi, but I think that the ruby is a deeper red and it's less translucent than the garnet. And the garnet is a lighter red and it's a little bit more translucent, but the ruby is much deeper. Yeah, I don't know if it twists off. It doesn't have a twisty base right here. It's all solid. It's all solid all the way through, except for up at the tip. And I'm afraid to pull the tip off. I have another one that you can depress it and the water comes through. But these work really well because I'm not adding any water. I'm just going straight in with the aqua pigment. I'm not diluting it at all. I hope you can see all right. How about if I bring a little bit more light in here? That's better. Sorry, guys. It's hard at night to do live videos, with your lighting and everything. You're sitting in a room and it's dark. It's hard to have a good lighting situation. And I guess if you would build it up and keep reapplying, you would also see that it would have a stronger effect, the colors that are lighter. Okay. Pardon my hand here. All right, so I'm going to switch to, see this one, let's do this one. It has water in it already. This one already has water in the base. And I'm going to grab some of the ones that I used earlier that are a little bit dried up. And I'm going to squeeze some water into there just to get the fluid going again. I might have diluted that too much because that is this is ruby. Okay, so this is ruby. Let's see how it looks. It's a little washed out, but that's my fault. I put too much water in the well. But we'll work at it and see what we come up with here. Hello, Dee. Thanks for coming back. I got my camera a little bit closer. I hope you can see better. The last video where I tested out my webcam, I was way up high. And there's no way for me to zoom it because what I'm doing is I'm not streaming. I'm actually just recording or going live straight from my webcam. There's no software involved. It's just straight video. Yeah, it looks a lot clearer. I agree. You know what, guys? I put too much water in this well. I'm going to have to go back in with another drop of ruby here. But that's what's nice, though, about the aqua pigments. If you're trying to build up a color and show light and dark shading, you know, with the aqua pigments, you definitely can do that. But for this little gem, I want this ruby to be completely the same color. I don't really want it to be light or dark. So is everybody ready for, you know, a nice weekend? It's been raining here all day, so that's kind of bad. But it was beautiful yesterday. But since it was a rainy day, we were able to go and get some shopping done. Like I said, we went to Best Buy. We got the webcam. We got a couple other things that we needed. So there you go. Now you can see how deep red that is. This is the ruby. Oh, yeah, that's a deep red. Looks a little bit orange on the screen, but it's really red. All right, I'm going to rinse my brush out really good and get a different color. Color in another gem here. Let's go with, this is Peridot. I'm going to go with Peridot, which is August. And we'll try to build this up a little bit to give it a deeper saturation. I might have to let it dry, come back. Sometimes with aqua pigments. I guess I could get my heat gun, but I don't have it plugged in right now. Hey, no cooking. That is very good. Okay, someone was down. Awesome. We did not get any eggs to dye this year, and that's terrible. Do you guys use any of your craft supplies to decorate your eggs? Just wondering. Oh, you have to work. I'm sorry. That's too bad. I was off today and then off tomorrow, of course, with it being a Saturday. And then Sunday is Easter, and then I go back to work on Monday. So I have a pretty stressful week ahead. Yeah, it's good that you don't have to cook. That's awesome. Ooh, this is pretty. I forget what color this is. Let's look here. How do we do this? January, February, March, April, May. This is June. This is Alexandrite. It's a beautiful purple. And you see, it was all dried up in the well, but I just went in with my wet brush and I was able to pick that color right up. And that's what I like about these. There's hardly any waste at all. Well, that's really pretty. I like that. Okay, the wooden eggs. Yeah, I remember seeing those. Oh, with aqua pigments. How cool. That sounds nice, Fatima. Good for you. All right, let's get some green in here. We got to have some green. So we're going to go in with the emerald, which I'm sure is going to be stunning. Oh, maybe you could take a picture of your eggs, Fatima. Love to see them. Bet you they turned out nice. I was wondering about the aqua pigments, if they were like, if you would be able to use them in any way for decorating eggs, real eggs. I mean, it's nice that you had the wooden eggs and you were able to do that. but I always wondered about the real eggs. I don't know that if I want to use my aqua pigments. Maybe the neon ones. Wouldn't that look cool for Easter eggs? That would be so cool with neon aqua pigments. I don't know how it would work though. I don't know. Okay, that sounds really nice. Well, that turned out really nice. That green looks lovely. Okay, let me get my brush clean. And I've got another red here. This would be the garnet. Excuse me, folks. Let's go in here with the garnet. We'll put it down here in the corner on this big one. Oh, moving is such a hard job to do. Helping somebody move. Well, it's good that you're getting some downtime. You deserve it. Yeah, we have to figure out how to do neon eggs. I think that would look cool. I had to stop at the Dollar Tree today because unfortunately I had to buy an Easter card because unfortunately at my church everybody knows that I make handmade cards. I should like a little bit. So we have this ministry, it's called Secret Prayer Partner. So you have a different person and you basically are praying for them all year long. Well, they don't know who you are until we have the reveal at the end of the year. Well, last year I was making handmade cards for my secret prayer partner. Well, then at Christmas time, I gave everybody in the church a handmade Christmas card. So my secret prayer partner put two and two together and she said, well, my secret prayer pal must be she cards and whoever had my name making handmade cards. So yeah, I kind of gave myself away on that one. Let me see here. If you blow out the eggs, oh yeah, that would be a way to do it. You're right about that. You probably could do that. Okay. This is the, wait a minute here. This is the September Sapphire. We're going to do that one next. And it's a nice bright blue. But like I'm getting down to the bottom of the well here. So they're right as they were on the last card. And I don't feel like adding any more. So sorry, guys. I'm just going to make this sort of a light sapphire. But it's still really pretty. I'm going to save these up because I just love them. I'm glad I got this set. Yeah, I gave myself away. Oh, well, that's okay. It was fun. Okay, this is February, so this is going to be this next one that I'm picking up is going to be like a purple. So let me put it down here. This is amethyst. Amethyst is my mom's birthstone and my son's birthstone, so I have a lot of amethyst jewelry. I have a lot of birthstone jewelry. I just like the birthstones. I've always been drawn to them, so they're just something that I like. And so, you know, if I wear emerald, I think of my sister that passed away because that was her birthstone color. If I wore opal or pink, I think of my sister who is younger than me because that's her birthstone. So, okay, we're getting close to the end here, folks. We have 4 more to color, and I'm down to some pastel colors. So let's grab the citron again, which was so pretty. And let's put some citron down here. That's such a pretty color. It's like champagne. I love this one. That makes our diamond really shine. That's really nice. Okay, and it's okay. I can do one twice. There's no rule. One thing color I didn't do yet is pink, which is October. Pink tourmaline. So we'll do the heart pink. I know, maybe, okay, so earlier Dee had said that she put a note onto the Brutus Monroe fan page asking for more of the birthstone aqua pigments to be sold. What would be nice is if, first of all, they would do the set again because the set is so cute and it comes in this adorable container. I mean, it's just so precious. But wouldn't it be nice if they sold the bottles full size, and that way you can get the birthstone color that you want? So if you like the topaz, if that's your, birthstone, you can grab that. Or if you want the aquamarine, that's my birthstone, you can grab that. Then you would be set. Maybe they'll do that. We will see. Okay, let's go in with this peridot. This is August. I'm going to do that one here on the edge. This was the one that was pretty light, very light pale green, but very pretty. Okay. And then our final one is down there in the corner. And let's grab, let's see. Let's see here. I think we should probably do another red because I have some red left. I'm trying to remember which red this is. I think this is ruby because I remember I went in and I added more. But that's okay because my sentiment is in an ombre red to pink color. So that'll work out fine, having that many reds. Let's see. Oh, you're March too. That's cool, Chrissy. I really like the aquamarine. I think it's really pretty on these aqua pigments. Let's see here. Well, maybe they are doing singles, full size in the next couple of months. That would make sense. I think that's what they should do. Do it or not, I don't know, but I think that would be a really good idea. Okay, so I have a question for you guys. Watercoloring, and you have your paper towel. Isn't it so pretty? It's just so pretty. It's like, oh, I want that to dry out and I want to use it on something else. I don't know if any of you have ever done that before, but I just think it's so pretty, like tie-dyed, tie-dyed. Tie-dyed paper towel. Okay. Let's go back to our original panel and let's put some gems or something on it to really spice it up a little bit. Let me get my palettes out of the way here. Okay, so it says you are a gem, and when I received my inspiration box, it had all these really pretty gems, these self-adhesive gems. So what I thought I would do is place these around the perimeter, just a couple to fill in some of the white space. Now, if you've watched me do this before, I'm not very, very good at putting these on. I'm really good at making a mess trying to put these on, but I try, but I'm not very good at putting these on. I'm going to get rid of this because it's a little wet. Just put it aside for now. Okay, now as far as putting gems on, I don't have a really good tool for it. I have this pick-me-up that I use. I mean, it's not my favorite thing to use, but it does the trick. I think there's other tools out there that I could purchase for putting gems on. What do you guys use to put your gems on? Your fingers? I mean, yeah, but I don't know why. I just can't get a good grip on these. So what I have here is some art glitter glue. These are self-adhesive, but I worry when I don't know, I worry that they won't stick. So I like to add a little bit more. So I'm just going with my little tool and I'm going to squeeze the top of the bottle. Just get a little bit of glue going out of this. Maybe. Let's see here. Watch me make a mess. Oh my goodness. What am I doing? Any other time it's like the liquid is oozing out and you can't seem to get it to stop. I just need to get a little bit of glue going. There we go. This is what I do. I take a little glob of glue and then I will put my gem down and then I'll take this tool, this picker. It has two pieces to it. And then I get glue everywhere. So this pick-me-up has the top piece, which is sticky. And then on the inside, it has this that stores on the inside. Okay. And this is pointy and sharp. And this is chiseled. And I usually use the chiseled tip to get the gems loose. But I'm just going around and just putting a rainbow, a rainbow colors of, yeah, that's how it is, Heidi. Even though they are self-adhesive, I worry. So does anybody else have a better way of doing this? Give me some ideas, folks. any special tools that you use to, get your gems down. I could put a little bit of glue down on my mat instead of aggravating myself like this, trying to get it up out of the nozzle. Just a little dab of glue, and then my tool, and try to get it loose. The problem is with this pick-me-up tool, this is really super sticky on the end. So it just doesn't want to let it go. But that's okay. We'll keep trying. We'll keep going here. These little gems that came with the inspiration box are so pretty. I started making some cards for the inspiration box, but that wreath is hard to color. I don't know if any of you have tried it for the new inspiration box. Oh, I see what you're saying. Loosen the cap a little bit, and then it should ooze up better. Good idea. Well, now I have a little bit on my mat, so I'll just use this up. What I was saying was the wreath. I know the floral image on the inspiration box that kind of goes in the corner. That one's easy to color, but the wreath, holy moly. I mean, it took me like an hour to color that sucker. I don't know like what took me so long, what it was about that wreath. But I really had a hard time getting that thing colored. But it's beautiful. I mean, it's definitely worth the effort, but it certainly perplexed me a little bit. Okay, and one more. I'm going to put this last one down. This was the green one. Okay, if I can get my tool to work. Sorry if I'm off camera here. Oh, come on, you. You want to play hard to get, don't you? All right, get some glue on there. I have a little bit of glue left here. All right, where am I going to put this? The last one is always hard. It's always hard to figure out where to put that last gem, I think. I'm not really good at this thing with gems. I try my best, but I think I'll put it, yeah, I think I'll put it right here. Okay. Ugh, that's gross. This pick-me-up tool is disgusting. It's actually sticking to my gems. I hate this thing. But it's the only thing that I have to do this with. I think there's something called like a crystal Cortana or something. It's probably a better tool. I don't have that one. Holy cow. My gems are flying off my panel here. What did I do? I must have bumped into them. All right. So what I did earlier was I cut out some glitter paper. Now, this is not Brutus Monroe glitter paper. This is just some that I had in my stash. I try to use up what I have. And then I'm just going to frame it onto this card here. But let me get my microfiber cloth here and get this little bead of glue up, because with my luck, I would get that all over my card. All right, so let's make sure that I'm doing this the right way. So it opens like this. It's a pretty yellow glitter. And then it just goes right here on this card. And then that card will be ready. And then we'll do the other one. And then we'll be done. And then I have a bunch of other cards that I want to make. I'm like so behind on my card making. Last year at this time, I had made bookmarks for everybody in my Sunday school class with magnets on them that they could put in their book. I mean, like, I was rocking and rolling last year, but not this year. I'm so distracted with so many pretty things. Like, this is totally not an Easter card, but I had to do it. I get in these moods where if I don't do it, like, it drives me crazy. But I did put some laundry in, so I'm trying not to, like, spend all my time making cards, although I could, and I would be very happy if I could. When I die and go to heaven, I will be making crafts with my sister and my Aunt Clara. And I miss them both a lot, especially around the holidays. So if anybody out there has a loved one that they're missing, I just want you to know that I'm thinking about you and I know how you feel. Holidays are rough when you don't have the people that you've lost there with you. Okay, this little panel just doesn't want to stick. Maybe I should have used, I probably should have used a tape runner, but I'm just going to hold this for a second. I'm sorry if I'm going off the screen. This webcam is taking me a little bit to get used to. I certainly, oh, Fatima, a year today. So sorry. Must be such a hard day for you. I'm thinking about you, my friend. Thinking about you. I know you're probably missing your mom. My sister's 3 years, but it seems just like yesterday. I don't know if you guys know this, but a lot of my craft supplies were my sister's, who passed away unexpectedly when she was only 48. And when she passed, her husband didn't want any of her craft supplies left in the house. So, and none of my family wanted them. And my dad wanted to sell them, and I just couldn't see that happen. So when I'm crafting, I feel like I'm with her in spirit. And Fatima, I'm so sorry to hear that it's the 1 year anniversary of your mom's passing. That's so sad. Such a sad day. Thank goodness we have good memories of our loved ones to keep us when we're going through days like this. So I think that card turned out pretty nice. What it says, you are a gem. I like it. I like it a lot. I'm pleased with it. I think those little self-adhesive gems really set it off. Okay, so now for the other card panel, I'm going to just adhere that sentiment on top. I want to make sure I get the best position here. Show off a little bit of those gems in the back that are floating around. Yeah, I think that's what I'll do. I'm going to use a tape runner, though. Oh, thank you, Heidi. We really miss her. We are very close. We all live in the same town, you know, and spend a lot of time together and vacations and stuff. So growing up, she was my nemesis. She always picked on me, you know, being the middle child, you know, she always picked on me and stuff. But, you know, the older we got, the closer we got. So it was definitely something that we wish never happened. That's for sure. Now for this panel, I have a peach colored glitter, and it is not Brutus Monroe. Sorry. Like I said, I'm trying to use up what's in my stash, but this really looks nice. This really sets this card off. And I wasn't, you know, thinking like what color. I wasn't really planning it that way, but my goodness, is that pop. Yeah, this tape runner is much better for adhering to glitter. Oh, I love this card. You know what? I love it the way it is. I'm not going to put any gems on it. I just love it. For some reason, it just stands out. Okay, what do you think? Sorry, it's so dark. My goodness. Every time I shine a light, though, it gets a glare. Definitely going to have to work on my lighting situation. So are you guys okay with that card the way it is? Do you like it the way it is? Or I don't know, there's something about it that really stands out. So we've got two different cards using the Brutus Monroe Birthstone Aqua Pigments. This one has little gems on it, and this one doesn't. All right, my friends, I'm going to have to let you go. I need to finish getting my laundry done and do a couple other cards here. I really appreciate you jumping on to my live. And if you don't mind, I'm really trying very hard to get more subscribers. It's a really hard thing to do on Instagram, not Instagram, but on this YouTube. It's really hard, but I would like to get up to 1,000 eventually. That's backwards. Ah, sorry guys, I don't know what it is. I guess it's because I have, yeah, that's backwards. There we go. I think it's still backwards. Ah, Sorry, must be the webcam. It worked really well with the iPhone, but what I was going to say, if you're not a subscriber, please click the subscribe button and ring the bell so that you can join again in future lives. And we'll keep playing with our crafty tools together. And if you have any friends that are on YouTube that you could ask them to like my channel, I would greatly appreciate it. And I just want to let you know that I'm thinking about you, Fatima, because you are a very special friend to me. And my heart just aches for you today. I'll be keeping you in my prayers. All right, thanks everybody. I hope you have a great night. And if I don't talk to you again, I hope you have a happy Easter. Thanks again for watching. It's been so wonderful to reconnect with you through the live. Have a great evening. Good night.